Hey guys, so today we're gonna be talking about the places you need to tailor your suit.
So right now, Blake is wearing a tailored suit, and I, from the look of it, am as well, but I am not. So if you can see, we've kind of makeshift tailored this suit right now with some pins just to kind of show you the difference. So when it comes to tailoring, the place that makes the most difference, I would say, is in your waist.
Yeah, easily. I think that just, first of all, it's gonna slim you down, it's gonna make you more proportion, it's gonna give you that V that every guy wants.
Right. So if this is kind of how it's gonna go with the tailor. Can you unclip me? So you can see, I mean, it's not terrible, not a terrible fit still.
Today's video is about if you grab a suit off the rack and you want to have some minor adjustments, maybe you don't know the correct terminology.
This is pretty much what I would talk to my tailor and say. And I mean, pretty much the arm is good. You can take in the arm length if you have like a little room and it's a little wide and roomy in there, but pretty good in the arm. So basically, when I came into the tailor, all I would say was, "Hi, Mr. Tailor." And then I would say, I need to take in the waist a little bit, and he would go like this. And he would pull the back, and he usually goes a little tighter than it needs to be at first, just to kind of give like a feeling. And I'm like, okay, a little less than that.
How's that?
That's a little less.
How's that?
That's good. And then he will either pin it, mark it, or
Usually
clip it.
They would pin it, right?
Yeah, or my tailor sometimes just marks it with the chalk.
I think that's if he's taking in the sides.
Yeah, well, they can do either one.
Yeah.
It depends on the vents that you have. They'll know what they're doing because they're a good tailor, which is also important to find a good tailor, but you can see.
So maybe let's put your hand side by side. This is perfectly tailored. It looks nice, appropriate. I'm actually taking about an inch.
Yeah.
No, a little less than an inch. A little less. So George is about a 42. You're like in between sizes, right? So
I'm like a 42 regular, depending on the brand. So between 40 and 42, probably like a 41, honestly. But
so like a made-to-measure suit would fit you perfectly at
Yes.
41. But this is like, in between. So
Exactly.
we're taking about half an inch.
So if you guys want to talk to your tailor, you can say, I need to take in the waist a little bit, and he will, cinch you up, and you kind of look in the mirror and see what looks right for you. I mean, I would go less than you think you want at first, because I've put on some clothes that we've tailored when we first got this started, and they are a bit too tight.
Yeah, you still want to have, a V, but you don't want to have that pear shape where it flares out.
Right, you want to get this little curve, but you don't want this curve to come out to like a bell. Other than that, you want to make sure your suit fits in the shoulders here, because that is pretty much all that matters. But if you don't have if you have a smaller back as well, they can kind of take it up and pinch from the top up.
So normally they would, say.
If you have like a ripple up there, they can take out the ripple.
So if George's suit was too big, this fits right on the acromial bones, perfect, it looks nice. You would pull, I can't even pull it from here. But basically they would take out, usually there's a little rip right there, they would just get it and they would take that out.
They would make the marks and know that you have to adjust that so there'd be no ripple, flat back, and everything will look good.
That's right.
And then
I think that's pretty much the majority of what you should be doing
with a jacket.
Of the jacket. You can tailor the arms, however, it just might be a little, the fit might be a little off.
Right, because it's gonna cinch up where the sleeves meet up, so you can't take too much in the arms. If it's not close, don't buy the jacket.
Yeah, you should already be buying a slim fit jacket, which will have higher rise on the armpit and then thinner arm.
Yeah, unless you have thick arms, then a regular fit.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm getting there one day. But now, on to the pants.
So as you can tell, this side, which is the right side, is tailored, and the left side is untailored. So you'll see it's floppy. He has way too much room. The break is that typically what you like, George?
I like a little less, but I would say this is perfect for most people, because most people, I guess, would like probably even more of a break.
Yeah, I think this is more professional. If you're working in an office, you want to have a slight break. I recommend when you go to your tailor, you always wear dress shoes, because then you'll know exactly where your break is, versus wearing sneakers, which are cut lower. you may get your pants, you know, with more break than you would actually like.
Right.
So right here with George, he has, you turn to the side, George. So what we did is, since this suit is already slim fit, it already comes tailored, and tailored by tailored I mean fit. So what I did was, I grabbed from the back of his knee, so right from the back of the knee, since the thigh fits perfectly, from the back of the knee, and then I went lower. I grabbed the calf area and just slightly on the bottom, because pants typically come out like with a flare. So you want to make sure that your pants are actually tailored all the way down. If not, then they'll like flare out, literally flare out.
Right, and you see the difference, like why I say we need a slim fit pant if we're gonna go with little to no break, because once you get down here, it starts to like flop over, look all sloppy. And
look at this.
If this was a little longer, it might look okay, but since it's the length that it is, because these are already a 34 short, so they're like a 34-30 instead of a 34-32. Here, what I would tell my tailor is, I want a slight hem with no break, and they'll take the hem up and they'll say, is this good? And then you'll say, no, I'd like to go a little higher. And they say like this, and like once you find a length that looks good to you in the mirror, say that's perfect. And then you say, could you slim down the leg a little bit? And if there's extra up top, they're gonna start right pretty much under your butt and slim from there. But usually I have large thighs, so it kind of just ends up working out where I taper from the knee down just to get that little slim fit. When you're buying pants, you want to make sure your pants fit in the waist and in the butt area. So if you have like a saggy butt, or like there's a bunch of room in there, maybe find some different pants.
Yeah, which I'm not going to be showing you how to tailor that right now.
Right, because it is possible to take in the seat and everything, but it's not the easiest thing to do. Basically, your tailor will end up marking this with either pins or a marker of some sort, or a chalk. But he usually won't use clips. This is just kind of an example. And up next, if your shirt is too big, here's how you tailor a dress shirt. But I will give you one tip right now. If this happens to you and you don't have time to go to the tailor, wear a vest and don't take your jacket off.
Yeah.
So
just go fight through it. Vest the whole time, jacket the whole time.
Yes, because the vest you can cinch in the back and it'll essentially do what everything should be done here. But this is kind of, most people when they tailor a dress shirt, they're going to take in from the sides. So they'll either give you some darts or take it in from the sides. I prefer to go in from the sides.
Yeah, I think it's easier if you dart it, because it's only like 10 bucks. So pick your arm up. So we're just going to take it in slightly. Turn around to this side.
Yes. And this actually works better for me to buy a larger dress shirt, because sometimes they don't really fit in the shoulders as well as they should. So this way I can just take in the waist to how I like it, and it'll fit like a glove. So in the end, just like your tailor will measure you up.
But there's still room.
Right.
I mean, if you wanted to, I could probably take it in more.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't like it a little more. Yeah, this is kind of how I like it. Once again, you look in the mirror, you tell your tailor, hey, a little less, maybe I don't want to, show my gut so much, and they can adjust everything, but pretty much.
I mean, well, because it looks great right here, also from the sides, you have to make sure that your belly's not sticking out.
Right.
So for instance, this is nice and seamless, flat, perfect.
And then the good thing about having a bigger shirt is you still get enough to tuck it in and stay tucked.
That's right.
Which is always nice. All right, guys, so that pretty much wraps up our video on how to talk to your tailor and ask for what you want. So pretty much for a suit, you say take in the waist, slim down the arms, make sure there's no ripple in the shoulder. And if you can avoid all of those things and make them fit well, your jacket's gonna look fine. Basically, the words to use for the pants would be hem the bottom, taper the leg down, so that means slim the leg down.
Amazing.
And yeah, that's pretty much all you really need. Just try to make sure your pants fit in the seat and the waist, because taking in the waist and the seat is a little more difficult for most people to do.
Yeah, I mean, so if your suit off the rack fits at least 60% the way you like it, then chances are you can tailor it.
And you'll get away with a tailoring bill that's under $50.
Yeah.
Which is wonderful.
Yes.
Because if that, you might as well go the made to measure route at that point if you're spending more than $50 on tailoring. And then tailoring your shirt, You can take in the arms if you need to. Same thing with the suit, just say slim the arms down a little bit. Once again, be careful not to go too much. And also say, you know, I just need to take in the waist a little bit. So make sure your dress shirts fit in the shoulder and the neck, and then the waist is pretty much what you tailor on a dress shirt. Hope this was helpful, guys. Leave a comment below if you have any other questions. We'll be sure to answer them. And thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like us on Instagram @Gents Lounge, hashtag your pictures, hashtag Gents Lounge. And thanks guys.